On this episode 3, I'll log in back to OkecBot and start automating those tasks I had showed you earlier. So I'm going to click on next, and I'll put in my API key. Now it's downloading my browser informations, my bot states, every single data that is needed to start operations on my account. Good. Now the software is fully loaded. So what I will do next is to head over to the manage bot where it says manage bot. On this manage bot, I can see IV Chicago. Now this middle section where you can see a box at the middle with a delete icon. Yes, so this box right here, this section over here has a list. This list is called a bot family list. So it's practically a drop down that when you click on it, you get to see every single bot you have on your account. So if I click on it, for instance, I can see every single bot I have created, and the recent one we created not too long was the one called YouTube comment. Now I've clicked on the YouTube comments, you can see every device that was generated. Now remember at episode 2, I had specifically told you that when you create a bot, you don't give them name individually, you give them a group name. It's usually called a bot family name on OkecBot. A bot family name is given to, you know, a group of bots that was created all at the same time. So when we created all these bots, we created them all at the same time, and there were about 8 of them, which was 4 iPhones and 4 Android. If you look here, you can see 4 iPhones. I've toggled out the iPhones, so only Android are showing. If I toggle out the Android, you see only iPhones are showing. So we have a total of 8 devices, 4 Android, 4 iPhones. Now, in order for us to log into these devices so we can actually use them to automate tasks, we would have to click on the device. So I'm going to first click on the first 4 device here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will turn these devices on. Now, if I wanted to turn them on from a different location, let's assume I want to turn them from the UK, so they start showing UK location or Los Angeles or New York, I could easily do this. In order to come in from different locations, go watch a video called Using Proxies on OkecBot. There will be a card somewhere on this video to show you that video. You click on it to show you how to switch on the bot and have the bot come in from a different location. So what I would do is just leave it at the default location because I don't intend using a proxy for this particular execution. I want to just open these browsers and log into Gmail accounts on them and then automate tasks. So I would not want to bother myself with using any location. The default location is fine for me. Now I will click on this turn on button, which is the power button, and I will confirm I want to switch on this bot. Now this would take quite some time to switch each and every one of those bots on, but I will patiently just let them keep running till I'm sure the 4 bots I had ticked on were all coming on. Now you can see the 4 bots are now currently running, and you can see bot is running because the 4 bots are active. Now I would head over to each of them and I would log into each and every one of them. Now, I really do not know which bot is which. So what I have as an idea is to log into any bot, and when I'm done with logging into the bots, I would try to automate, the activity on it. So I mean, this is what I feel would be the smartest way to do that. Since looking at the bot right now, I do not really know which bot is which. For instance, we have 4 bots currently turned on. If I click on this active, you can see I have 4 bots right here. So I do not know which is which. Or maybe I would shut down the other ones and leave only one and then log into each and every one of them individually. I think that way it's less confusing. So I have ticked about 3 bots, and I have switched. I've clicked on the power off button. I've confirmed I want them to be powered off. So it's terminating the other 3 bots. Only one bot was not ticked. So that is the last bot that would be active, and that is the bot we're going to use to log in. Now, remember I said we're going to be automating lots of beautiful comments. So this simply means that what I'm doing here at the moment would just practically be the first step. You could keep doing this over and over again, generating views, comments, engagement, but more specifically, understanding the concept of how to do it for a browser manually first makes everything easy. So, in a nutshell, what I'm basically trying to say now, without trying to get you confused, and I don't want you to get confused, I'm trying to say that we would be logging into every single one of these bots we created. We created about 8 of them. Currently, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 of them currently switched off. You can see over here where it has inactive. It's inactive means they're not turned on. If I switch from inactive to active, you can see we have one running, and this is the one we have running over here. So at this point and moment, whatever I do with this particular browser, whatever I perform with it, would be saved and backed up on OkecBot. So this means whenever I want to execute or automate a task again in the future, it would use whatever account I had already logged in here to carry out that action. Now this could be like to make a comment, watch a video, hit subscribe or like, you get the point. So I'm going to head over to google.com. When I head over to google.com, you can see practically this is what it looks like on the Google or on a device, on a mobile device. I'm going to click on sign in. Here, I'm going to put in the email address of the account I want to sign into. Next, I'm going to put in the password of the account I want to sign into. Now I'm being told to validate this. So within few minutes, I will grab my device and I will authorize this. So let me go get my mobile device real quick. I am back. I'm with my mobile device and I will be authorizing this login. Now this login has been completed. So this simply means we're now logged into this account. Now whenever we turn on this particular bot, it simply means we would be logged in to that YouTube account or to that Google account we just logged in. Now because Google is practically what we use for YouTube, the moment I head over to YouTube, I would also be logged in automatically. Now just for one more activity, I will head over to mail.google.com. Beautiful. So now I'm in accordance that every single thing has been synced. At this particular point in time, I can now switch off this bot. To switch off the bot, I will tick it here, which is where I get to tick on the tick box, and then I will power off just like I did for the previous bot. The bot we just powered off, or we're powering off at the moment, is called bot 001. Now this is good to keep in mind because we won't turn on this bot again and log into any other account, having already logged into a YouTube or a Google account on it. Rather, we will turn in the rest of the bots we have not logged in and log a new email into them. Now, you mustn't, I repeat, you mustn't log into a special Gmail on each bot. You could have one Gmail and log into that Gmail on so many bots. But practically, what we're trying to do at the moment is basically generate comments from different users. And so we would need as many Gmails as possible so as to get as many YouTube channel as possible. Now, if this was to make things like maybe Google search, click ads, watch a video, that alone, one Gmail can be logged into 20 bots, and these 20 bots would watch ads and they would be legit certified. But if it has to be things like social interactions, like commenting, subscribing, the more emails you can log into as many bots as possible, the better. So, having said that, I'm going to be logging into different emails into this bot. I'm going to tick the second bot, which is 002, and I'll turn it on. Now, this bot has come on. I will head over to google.com. On google.com, I will click on sign in, and then I would sign in with my Google account. I'll put in my password. I'm beautiful. So now I am signed in to this Google account. If I head over to YouTube, because I'm signed into Google, it would automatically log me in. And if I head back to mail.google.com, it would check me in. Beautiful. So now I can head back to the active and see this 002 bot we created and shut it down. Next, I would log into another bot. This is the 003. Now, this is where I think I could have an issue. If you are logging into lots of accounts, lot of Gmails, please do try to do them at different intervals. As right now, Google could, although that won't be an issue because I'm actually using a mobile network and everything looks completely different, so I wouldn't have any form of issue. But if you were doing this on like a static IP that isn't a mobile IP, basically I'm trying to say if you're doing this using a fixed IP, one IP address that is not from a mobile network, you could have to do this in different batches. You could do it, stay up a bit, wait for some time to do it again, so it doesn't show like your IP address logged into lots of Google accounts within few minutes. But I don't think this will be an issue because we're currently using a mobile network. So I'm going to log into the OkecBot3 at gmail.com. Now we're logged in. Now we'll head over to YouTube and I will head over to mail.google.com. Beautiful. So now I've done this for the 3. I will head over and do this for the 4 and for the rest of the bot. Now, however, the only reason I would stop at this 3 bot I had logged in is because YouTube is quite a bit different in a way. Like when we create a Gmail account, with that Gmail account, we can have a YouTube channel, but it is not a relationship of one email, one YouTube channel. I mean, when you have one email, it doesn't mean you can create only one YouTube channel. You can create many YouTube channels with one email address. So I've logged into OkecBot 1, OkecBot 2, and OkecBot 3 on 3 different devices. Each of them had one OkecBot account. I would log in to those same OkecBot accounts on another 3 bots, and after logging into this other 3 bots, I will now make it make sense to you. So at the moment, just keep watching. Remember that at the beginning, we turned on 3 bots. Each of these bots, OkecBot 1, we had logged into and you had logged into the OkecBot 1 account into a device. OkecBot 2, we logged it in into a device. OkecBot 3, we logged it into a device. Now we're going back again to launch the remaining bots, but this time around we'll start from beginning again to log into OkecBot 1, 2, and 3 into the remaining part of the bot. So in a nutshell, we would only log into OkecBot 1, 2, and 3 into the whole bot. So each bot would have OkecBot 1 or 2 or 3 in them. We wouldn't be giving each bot one OkecBot account, but we'll take these 3 OkecBot accounts and share them among all the bots we have. Since even if we log into these Gmails on them, we can, create multiple channels and then use those multiple channels to make those comments. Might not make a whole lot of sense now, but please stick to me. You would see it in a few minutes from now. Like you're gonna understand it once it starts working. So I'm going to head back to inactive again. I now know for sure the 1, the 2, and the 3, they all have like Gmails logged into them or Google account logged into them. Now we're going to do 4, 5, and 6, and the 4, 5, 6 will still have Gmail accounts logged into them. So because I did 1, 2, 3, which is OkecBot 1, OkecBot 2, OkecBot 3, I'll start again to do OkecBot 1, OkecBot 2, and OkecBot 3. So let's start from OkecBot 1. So I'm going to turn on the bot 004, and I'll log into OkecBot 1 on it just like I did before. So head over to google.com, click on sign in, put in the email okecbot1@gmail.com, put in the password, I believe I'll be given a prompt on my mobile phone. I would accept this prompt. I've been logged in. I will head over to YouTube. Perfect. I will head over to mail.google.com. Perfect. So I will switch off this bot right now because it has served this purpose of logging into this Gmail. So I'll head over to OkecBot. Sorry, I'll head over to YouTube comment 005, which is the next bot, and log into OkecBot 2 on that bot. So I'm going to log into OkecBot, or sorry, I'm going to log into I'm going to turn on rather. I'm going to turn on YouTube underscore comment 005, and I will log into OkecBot2 at gmail.com on it. So we'll head over to google.com first. On google.com, I'll click on sign in, put in OkecBot2 at gmail.com. Oh, put in the password. Now we have OkecBot2 logged in. I will head over to YouTube. Okay, that's logged me in. Now you see why you have to head over to the YouTube and then head over to mail.google.com. It's practically so you can create familiarities on this other services on Google. So whenever you automate a task, it becomes very easy. Okay, so I think you can see that lots of changes are being shown. The way it shows on Android, Android was from 001, YouTube underscore comment 001, from YouTube underscore comment 001 to 004 was all Android. iPhone was from this 005, which, what do we have turned on at the moment? Yeah, correct, 005. So iPhone started from 005. So I've already logged into the OkecBot email. I would um, switch off the bot so I can log into the 006. So I'll turn on OkecBot 006 and I'll log it in. Head over to google.com. Click on sign in. Put in the email. Okay, I think it's giving us an issue with this device. Let me try it again. If it keeps giving us an issue, then we would assume it's because of the. Okay, so it says this browser or app might be insecure. So what we'll do is to specifically shut down this OkecBot 006. I mean, that looks like a bad sign. So I would delete it totally from the device range. And I'm supposed to wait a little bit again before I actually start creating new devices. But firstly, I'm going to click on this 6 that says it's insecure for whatever reason, and I'll delete it out of my bot. So now I'll head over to the 7. Okay, head over to google.com. Click on login. Log into the OkecBot 3 at gmail.com. Okay, so I think this would obviously be an issue. I don't know if this is an issue with the iPhone because I had no issues doing all this on Android. And this particular email doesn't have like a two-factor. So I could suggest to create another device, maybe an Android device, because Android seems to have more stability. But I would just go on with the ones I already have running. So already I have my Gmail logged into one, logged into two, logged into three, logged into four, and logged into five. I had deleted the six before, or I can't remember. I think I deleted six. Yeah, I deleted six. So I'll have to refresh for that to be effective. So I have a total of Gmails logged into 001 to 005, and so my logged in section will all be saved. Now I'm going to turn on this bots and I'll switch it off, and would call this the end of episode 3, which is logging into the Gmail account onto the bot, which is the OkecBot. On episode 4, we'll start showing you on how to actually execute those tasks we had created, where the comments would all be made from this account we had logged into these different browsers. So see you on episode 4.